Welcome back to Daytime, everyone. It is Thursday, which is good news for our bellies. Julia Supa, host and producer of York Region Dining, is here. And as always on Thursday, she's brought us a phenomenal restaurant. Kabob Express from Haroon Ahmadi is here as well. Welcome to the show, kids.
Thank you.
A pleasure to have you here. And Haroon, I'm looking forward to this because, to be honest, I've never really had true, authentic cuisine from Afghanistan.
You're probably not the only one.
Right? I mean, Afghani cuisine is definitely a newer, maybe, cuisine to the York region area, would you say?
It's new in the York region, yeah. It's the first Afghani restaurant in the York region.
Wow.
In Vaughan, actually.
Yeah.
And it's basically, if you had Greek food, Persian food, Iranian food, it's very similar. It just has that Indian twist to it.
Oh,
So
I
if you had
like
Greek
this.
souvlaki, for example, just add some more Indian flavor to it, and that's basically the major
little
difference.
twist.
Oh, perfect.
Exactly.
And Julia, I mean, this is, have you tried
I actually
Afghani
have had
before?
Afghani before. So this is my second Afghani experience, but you know what? It's really easy, and I
Yeah.
don't want people to be afraid, nor should you be afraid.
Yeah.
For the most part, we're talking about kebabs. So meat.
Who doesn't know what a kebab, right?
Full of flavor. You know, the rice is outstanding, salad, and what we're making today is actually one of my favorites, bulani,
Okay.
which is a traditional Afghani snack or
Exactly.
treat, right?
So let's get started then, Haroon, with the bulani.
Bulani, yeah.
Okay, where do we start?
Well, basically what it is pan-fried bread with a mashed potato filling inside of it, right? So right here, what we
sounds
got
good.
is, I'm not going to tell you exactly what's inside of it, but you can just
Secret, secret.
Exactly, secret, yeah. What you do is you just boil your potatoes, you crush them up, you can use your hands, make them really soft, let them sit there for about an hour. You got regular dough, right? Mix it with flour, make it, widen it up like a little bit like this, stretch it, right? And you just fill it basically, right? I got a different technique for it. I just go like this. And you got to do it quick, right?
You
because
keep going,
in
yeah.
our restaurant, right, sometimes we have like 15, 20 orders all at once, right? So think of it as a McDonald's. It's not like a fine dining restaurant.
It's true.
Okay,
it's
so
a,
you're
it's
in
a
and out.
fast food type place, but there's ample seating. So it's a
Yeah.
huge restaurant. You walk up, you place your order, everything's on a menu in front of you. Haroon or his brother or whoever is working the front will give you a pager. You sit down, you wait for your meal. You can eat in or take out.
Fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
So now
It's
it comes
fast
to
and
the
it's
filling
healthy.
part.
Exactly. Now comes the filling part. You just spread it right in the center,
Look at that.
right?
Now, is this a spicy?
It's
or-
spicy. It's spicy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you
but
for
like
the heads
to make
up.
I
it-
just wanted
It's
to know.
not too crazy
Yeah,
spicy.
you can put your chili inside of it, for instance, right? Just to give it that little flavor to it.
If you want
right?
a little extra?
And we've
Exactly.
given you a little container
Right.
of, it's yogurt, right, Haroon?
It's yogurt, exactly.
So
And-
what you do is you dip it in the yogurt. It's going to tame the spice immediately.
What about the beverage here in front of us?
All
Because
right, the beverage. I've learned about this beverage. You have to try it. I'm not going to say whether I like it or not. It's not that I don't like it, right?
that
Right,
scares
Haroon?
me.
It's not that I don't like it.
Depends when you drink it.
Okay, Haroon, so what is this, though?
It's basically yogurt,
Yeah.
right, with water and salt and some mint inside of it.
It's the salt that
I
throws
don't
me
know
for
what
a
to
loop,
say.
but go for it. It's good. It's just different. It's refreshing.
Not bad.
Tangy.
You gotta have it with the
I
bologna.
can see
though.
Yeah.
it as being something you could acquire a taste for.
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like a mango lassi, but not
Exactly.
mango,
Yeah.
right? Like
Exactly.
it's yogurt, but the salt really,
A mango
really
lassi.
it gives
you.
it a kick.
Yeah.
You foodie, you.
I know. What can I do? What can I do? And it goes really well with the kebab, especially if you don't like the
hot.
spice, right? Not everything is spicy. If you don't like the spice, take a sip. It's actually called dough. It's spelled D-O-U-G-H, but it's pronounced. I practiced this one.
Dough.
Dough.
Doch.
Dough.
Exactly.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay. And so, Haroon, I've noticed that it looks like it's not filled with anything. You flattened it down.
Well, no, I just closed it. It's like a pocket right now.
Wow.
So it's really,
So-
really thin.
But it's
Exactly.
still thin.
So yeah, it's thin still, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna widen it. Now this is the tricky part. If you want it large,
Yeah.
you gotta go like this first. You gotta stretch it from this side, right?
It's holding
Oh,
really
wow.
well together, Haroon.
Exactly,
I mean, you're-
because I'm using milk to
Interesting.
hold it together,
Okay.
right? That way, because once it could leak, right? If you don't use the milk, it will start leaking. That's
All
gonna be-
right, keep going. We're gonna have to stretch that thing out because I think it gets quite large, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, more from York Region Dining and Kabob Express right after the break.
Interesting.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our little
fest.
eating food fest. This is delicious. So, Haroon Ahmadi is here from Kabob Express, and Julia Supa from York Region Dining, and we are eating the first one that you guys made.
Yep.
And we have another one on the grill.
Yep.
This is amazing, and Julia, the prices are so
are
affordable.
outstanding.
Yep.
So this bologna, which you can have as a snack, you can have as a side dish, you can have as your entree, is $4.
$4.
It's
Wow, it's amazing.
vegetarian.
It's vegetarian. It's it's potato and bread.
Hey, it doesn't get much better than that.
So good.
And
Haroon,
whole wheat.
Whole wheat.
I'm curious because clearly you wanted to, bring an Afghan restaurant to York Region. Were there reasons behind that? Was it just you wanted to expand your culture? Or what was it that brought you to doing this?
See, the main problem when I used to go to Wonderland, for example, or Vaughan Mills area, etc., right, the only option I had was cheese pizza. Right, so
Right.
like I couldn't eat any meat because there was nothing halal pretty much in that area. So I thought, you know what, there's a window right there to get in and tap a market that's untapped at this point, right?
Yeah.
And there in our area, an actual sit-down restaurant, 90 seats. There's nothing out there in that size where you can go with your family, 10 people, 20 people, even 30 people, right, and sit down and enjoy a meal, a big meal for affordable price.
And you're able to order anything off the menu and know
Anything.
that it's halal.
Exactly.
Oh man, this is so good.
Let's have the next one. I'm stuffing my mouth.
Yeah, it's really good. And with the yogurt dip, it actually calms it
it.
down. But it's not spicy at all. It's just got a nice little kick to it, which I
Exactly.
appreciate.
And we didn't bring kebab today because we don't have
Yeah.
the,
Right.
the actual grill, but the grill that they have at Kabob Express is totally sophisticated. All the skewers are done by hand.
Exactly.
And you're not getting little, wimpy pieces of chicken. You're getting nice chunks of chicken or beef, or the chapli kebab is one of my favorites. It's essentially a hamburger. It's not really a kebab. It's a peppery hamburger.
Exactly.
So good. So good.
And now the bread that you make
Yeah.
is all fresh baked there in front of people
That's right.
and all whole wheat.
Exactly. Whole wheat, all the meat is fresh, everything comes the day before it. We marinate it, cut it into pieces, marinate it again. There's a lot of work involved, like from the beginning to the late stages, not just like putting meat on the grill. There's a lot of attention put
This
into
is a
the
labor
meat.
of love
Oh
for you.
yeah, definitely.
Haroon, how long have you been open now for?
6 months now.
6 months. So over the last 6 months, clearly you've seen people come in and enjoy the cuisine.
Yeah.
What has that process been like for you to see your little dream or an idea just grow like that?
See, that's the interesting part, because in the beginning, it was tough for us to convince, for example, Caucasians, Italians to come to the store, but the ones that are coming, they try it once, right? There was somebody once just standing there and he was just looking at the menu. I was like, you can't taste it just by looking at it. He said, okay, what do you suggest? So I said, try the Shami kebab the first time. He tried it. After that, he's there once a week.
Yeah.
Once a week. So
Wow.
like you got to build your customers. That people are afraid because they're thinking, okay, Afghani food. I've never had Afghani food, right? But once you try it the first time, so far from what I've seen, they're coming back.
And we've got some footage from York Region Dining. We were there a few weeks ago. There's so many different types of kebabs. It's not just beef. There's pork. Is there
No
pork?
pork,
There's
no
no pork.
pork, yeah.
Pork doesn't fit
Lamb
with the halal.
chops, yeah.
Lamb chops.
Oh, okay.
The chapli,
Look
which
at
is the burger. That one there is, remind me.
That's shami
Haroon,
kebab.
Shami kebab.
Yeah.
So
Big
fresh.
salad. The basmati rice that they use is like
Extra long grain.
It's extra long grain. The grains are just humongous, and it's really good. When you leave,
Yeah.
you're not spending a lot of money, but you know that you're getting a healthy, substantial meal, and it's another neighborhood hotspot.
Delicious.
And it's fast, but you can also stay and
Absolutely.
enjoy. You can either
Exactly.
get it to go or just stay and enjoy it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Good
So,
stuff.
I think
Sorry.
this is the key,
Good.
though. I think if everybody could try this,
Yep.
that's it. They're transformed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is a really easy one. There are some that have a little bit more spice, and as we were talking about, Afghani cuisine is like a fusion of
Yep.
different Middle Eastern cuisines.
That's right.
But if you like Indian food, if you like Pakistani food, if you like
Greek food.
Greek
Greek food,
food,
yeah. More
Turkish
spice.
food,
Yeah.
it's a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
right? And you're really going to get some great flavors and awesome
Haroon, where are you
spices.
located?
3255 Rutherford Road in the Toscani Place, right across from Vaughan Mills.
Yep.
400 Rutherford in the Chuck E. Cheese Plaza.
Beautiful.
Okay, start eating it.
Yeah, it's delicious. Go to RogersTV for more information.com. We'll be right back with more Daytime.